Displaced people are facing huge challenges, including the conflict and difficult living conditions. These conditions are urging them to find a way for income. This report has more details.
On one of the crowded streets of Ma'rib, where there is no shade to protect from the blazing sun, nor a refreshing breeze to warm the heart, sits a 75-year-old woman with features worn by time, yet still vibrant. Saida, a 75-year-old woman, sells bottles of iced water to passers-by, alongside her husband, who is a few years older than her. The simplicity of the scene conceals a story of patience and dignity that speaks to the suffering of an entire segment of exhausted Yemeni society.
I'm old, however I work from 6 in the morning till 10 or 11 at night. Then I go home. Our condition is really bad. I had to work. I live in a one-bedroom studio with my children, and I'm not able to pay the rent or get food and clothes for my children.
Next to her, her husband stands in the middle of this hot weather, his head dropped in his traditional turban to protect himself from the heat of the sun. They work together from the early morning hours until afternoon tirelessly. They do not ask for charity, nor do they wait for help, but rather provide people with what will satisfy their thirst. Need and the absence of any source of income forced her to go out to work, searching for their daily sustenance amidst living conditions that are becoming increasingly harsh day after day. In light of a stifling wave of inflation and rising prices of everything, from food and medicine to water and the simplest necessities of life.
We get around 5 or 6,000 Yemeni riyals per day. It's not enough for us to pay our monthly rent or get our basic needs. Everything is extremely expensive these days, more than triple its price. We pay 70,000 riyal for a small studio, and we are unable to provide for our children.
In this country, old age is no longer a justification for rest, nor is fatigue a reason to stop. Responsibility leaves no one any other choice, casting a heavy shadow over the poor and the displaced, and pushing everyone who can stand, including children and the elders, into the workplace to secure their daily sustenance. At a time when any social or health support is absent, and the country's economy is pushing them to the brink of elimination.